Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this beautiful ribbed beanie, and I hope you'll enjoy as we go along this journey together. You can make it in chunky, so it will be suitable for both the cold days and the normal days, which are summer days, and you can still wear it so anytime. So what you're going to need is this yarn. I use the Winter King yarn, which is a medium size 3 yarn. You can use the DK yarn, you can even use the chunky yarn. It depends with how you want it, and it's in mustard color. I also used some scissors and a crochet hook. You can use a crochet hook between size 2.5 and 3.5. I used 3.5 millimeters. You're going to need some stitch markers. You're also going to need some tape measure to take the measurements of your head and also the size that you want your beanie to be in. So first I'm going to take some measurements of my beanie. So this is me taking measurements. I took the measurements in centimeters. So the length of this first beanie, it was 27 centimeters, and the diameter was 22 centimeters. So depending on the size of the head that you're making, because the standard one for the size of the head is 22 inches, you can make up to that size, but in case you want to make adjustment, the maximum should be 24 inches. So the same case for this one. This one has a diameter of 23 centimeters, and also the height was 27 centimeters. So I'm going to make the exact size beanie, but in the mustard color. So first we're going to start with a chain. So make your chain. So insert your crochet and then take a loop and then pull the strings like that. And then we are going to make chains. See, you can make chains between 60 to 65. I'm going to make 62 chains. So chain 1, insert your crochet, yarn over and pull through to make chains. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's how we're going to be making our chains. So I'll make a chain total of 62 chains. So yarn over, pull through all the way. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Let me pull some excess yarn. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through until you have enough chains. So this is me. I've already made my 62 chains, and I will add one more chain like that. So we are going to be making this crochet beanie using the half double crochet. Okay, so to make the half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, okay, let's make, so you can either make your stitches around the back over here, the back here, so that you'll have a very like chained like chain at the end. But you can also make the normal way without even inserting the back here, because for this back one it's always a little bit tight. So I'm just going to use the normal one. So in each stitch we are going to make a half double crochet. Okay, so in each stitch we are going to make a half double crochet. So take your crochet hook, yarn over, then insert your crochet hook in one of the stitches, insert there, pull through, then yarn over, pull through all of them. So yarn over, insert your crochet, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through. That's how we make our half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your crochet in one of the chains, pull through, then yarn over, pull through all of them. Yarn over, insert your crochet, pull through, yarn over, pull through all of them. So that's how you make your half double crochet, and that's what we're going to be doing in this whole project. So yarn over, pull through, insert your whole crochet, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Yeah, so half double crochet up to the end. So if you're a beginner, and most of the time we tend to forget the first stitch or the last stitch, and then that will make our work not straight. So insert the stitch marker at the beginning and at the end so that you don't lose any stitch. So continue until you reach the end of the row. This is me reaching the end of the row. So I am done with my first row, and as you can see, it's not that hard, guys. Oops. Yeah. I am done with my first row, and this is how it looks like. So that is half double crochet, and we are going to do this on repeat. So chain 2, I know here I chained 1, but it's supposed to be chain 2, then turn your work. So chain 2, turn your work, and then we are going to be working on the back loop only. So this is the front loop, but then again we are only going to be working on the back loop so that we have the ridges that you have seen on the rest of the beanies. So this one that I'm pointing is the back loop, and that's where we are going to be working. So yarn over, insert your crochet hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Again, yarn over, insert your crochet on the back loop only, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Insert your crochet hook in the back loop only, yarn over, pull through. And that's the whole repeat process of the beanie. Don't forget to insert your stitch marker at the beginning so that you don't lose count of that stitch, otherwise your work won't be that straight. So yarn over, insert your crochet hook in the back loop only, yarn over, pull through. And we are going to do this on repeat. So my crochet hook keeps on sliding off, and it's because I'm using a 3.5 crochet, and this yarn, it's recommended that you use a 3 or a 2.5 millimeter, but since I'm making a beanie, I want it to be more stretchable. That's why I'm using a way bigger size a crochet hook, but you can use the crochet hook that is recommended in your yarn. And yeah, because when you want to make something that is stretchy, you can use the method of using a bigger crochet hook. So these are the ridges that I'm forming, and this is how my beanie will turn out to be, because of when you're working on the back loop or even the front loop, it tends to form a beautiful ridge, and that's what we are trying to accomplish. So you're going to work this all through. Now this is the second row. So work along, I'm splitting up here, but I'm still doing the same thing. It's half double crochet all through, no change of pattern. So yeah, so you're going to show me how your work turns out. I love this beanie so much, this specific design, because it looks very well for beanies that maybe are for schoolwork, or even for beanies that are supposed to be worn by men only. You know, it's a very good pattern. It doesn't mean that it can be worn by both genders. It can, but it looks way much better on guys. So I'm at the end of my second row, and this is me finishing my second row. I'm going to remove the stitch marker, and then I'll finish off now my second row. So I did a total of 64 rows, that is 32 ridges, but depending on how big you want your beanie to be, because when I stretch out my beanie, it turned out to be 22 inches. So chain 2 and then turn your work. I know I changed 1, but chain 2, then turn your work. Now we'll continue. We will work on the back loop only of this part now. As you can see, the ridge is forming. It looks so much beautiful. So okay, let's continue. So again, we are going to yarn over, insert your crochet hook in the back loop only, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through all of them. Yes, now we're on the third row, and as you can see, it's already showing the ridges, you know. This is always my favorite go-to crochet style, to be honest, when it comes to beanies and even sweaters. You can do this with beanies, you can do this with sweaters, you can use this method also with scarves. So it depends, you just change the measurements and adjust. Okay, so continue, half double crochet, half double crochet all through. Continue with the half double crochet until you reach the end of the row, and I'm going to meet you when you reach the end of the row. So as you continue crochet, you'll see the ridges forming up, and then you continue adding up the rows as you go, and please take measurements so that you don't exceed. To make it easier to count, you can just count the ridges instead of each and every single crochet. So here I am, I've already done like about 30 ridges. Now I will continue until I have the measurements I need, that is 22 inches when you stretch it out. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm doing the chain 2. That's why I was saying please do chain 2. At the beginning I was a bit lost with the chain 2 there. I wasn't sure whether to do chain 1 or chain 2, but yes, please do chain 2. But if you also want, you can still do chain 1. So continue with the half double crochet. You see my crochet hook keeps on sliding off, but we continue regardless. As in case you're a beginner and you're not sure how to count all the rows, you can use a row counter, which will help you. So each time you complete a row, you just turn it, and it will help you count the rows that you have done, and you can keep a record of that, so that each time you're doing a crochet beanie, you don't have to keep on going. So let me take measurements and see what I have so far, and I see how many rows I need to add on. So when it's not stretched out, it is 16 inches, but when I stretch it out, it comes to it comes to 20 inches. Okay, so I'm supposed to do up to 22 inches, so I still need to add on to other rows so that it comes to 22. So this is me returning it back to normal, and then I continue with my crocheting. Yeah, so this tutorial is very much easy, and you can make any beanie for anyone of your family or even for yourself, because the method is way much easy. You can use the same method to make a beanie, that is using single crochet or even double crochet, but what you need is just the measurements of your head and the length in which you want the beanie to be. So I'm going to do this until I have enough rows that I need for my beanie, and then we're going to meet up and stitch it up together. Okay, so here I'm done. I've done a total of 32 ridges. As you can see, this is me counting to confirm. And now what I'm going to do, the next thing I'm going to do is just stitching up both ends so that we have our beanie. So we are going to join the two pieces together. Let me take a measurements to just confirm that I have the inches that I need. And yes, we are almost done. I'm so excited and I'm so happy how this is turning out to be. It looks way much better in this color. This color is mustard, and let me tell you, it gives very good energy when you use very bright colors. Or is it only me? So you can use a yarn needle, or you can even use a crochet to join the ends. But as for me, I'm going to use a crochet hook, and I'm going to use slip stitch method to join both ends. I want to join the both ends with the starting my last place where I'm going to be joining in make now. I want it to be the end where I began, like the beginning. Sorry guys, I want my start point to be also my end point. That's what I'm saying. So that means that I need to do one more row so that my start point and my end point to be the same. Okay, I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Yeah, so the end, the loose end of the tail that you left out at the beginning to be also the tail that you will tie it at the end. Yeah, so that you don't have to weave it in. That's all. That's what I always do. That's the method I always do. So this is me doing one more row so that my end and my beginning to be the same, to be on the same side. Okay, so now I'm done, and now we chain one, we turn our work, and then now we are going to join these two parts. So you already have your one chain. We are going to do this by, you see that one the beginning of the where we left. Yes, so this one, yes, as you can see, I'm going to join it with using my back loop only on the side that I am in, and then the other side we're just going to pick one stitch. Okay, so back loop only on this one side, and then you insert your hook to the other side, just one stitch, and then pull through, then slip stitch. Okay, so that's how you do a slip stitch. So insert your crochet hook on the back loop only on this one side, and then insert your crochet hook on the other side, pull through, and then slip stitch. Okay, we're going to do again. Insert your crochet hook on the back loop only, insert your hook on the other side, and then yarn over, pull through, and then slip stitch. Insert your crochet hook on back loop only, insert on the other side, and then pull through, and then slip stitch. So that's how you're going to do. And in case you're going to use a yarn needle, please do the same. Just insert your yarn on the back loop only on one side, and then insert on the last stitch of the other side, and then pull through, and then do the same. So for the yarn, if you're using the yarn, in short, you just stitching like just a normal, but now you're going to be doing it in a zigzag manner. So I always prefer the using the crochet hook because I get to slip stitch, and when you turn your work to the other side, it's going to be looking great. So it won't appear as if you made a stitch or anywhere. It will just appear like a continuous of the rows or even the ridges, so there won't be a miss of any of them. And then it will also leave a beautiful ridge on the inside part, so it won't look weird and it won't look stretched out. It will be even out. Okay, continue this until you reach the end of the row, and then we're going to meet back when I have a few stitches left to continue joining the both sides. So I have some few stitches left. I'll continue the back loop only. I insert on the other side, I pull through, and then I slip stitch. So that's how I join all my projects, using slip stitch, and it's a very good method because slip stitch is also very stretchable, especially in the back loop only. And it also leaves a very beautiful ridge. So yeah, and I am done joining my both sides. On this last row, I'm going to do a slip stitch, and then I'm going to do a single crochet just to make it just to harness it way much better. So insert your hook on the last stitch, pull through and slip stitch, and then I'm going to do a single. So then you're going to cut your yarn, you pull a tail, and then what we're going to do is just that we're going to slip stitch this tail like that and pull through all of it, and then we are going to make a knot using the yarn that we used at the beginning. So make a tight knot, and then repeat again and make another knot. And now we are done joining the both sides. Now we are left to weave in the top of the heart, and then we will be done with our beautiful beanie. Can you look? You see the ridge I was telling you? See the way it's pretty? You need to press this down so that it evens out with the other ridges. Let me turn the work and show you guys how pretty it looks. See, this is what I'm telling you, see? So it looks as if it's just a continuation of the ridges. So there's no that sunken part or just that weird part that is looking like a stitch that was left and hanging, you see? So you can't even see. There's a close-up. You can't even see where I did my joining. It just looks like a normal row that is continuous. So just press it down so that it evens out with the other rows. And yeah, we have joined our both sides, and our beanie is looking nice. All we have to do is just stitch up the top part of it and we will be done. So the part that I don't always like now is stitching up the top of it, because for me it's always a bit stressful, but not that stressful. Let me cut this off. There's a yarn that is hanging over, so yeah, now let's stitch up. This part is never my favorite part, guys. I'm sorry to say, but anyway, we are going to be doing this by using a yarn knitting. So I'm going to insert the thread inside the yarn knitting. There we have, and we are going to be stitching up on the ridges. Okay, so where you have the ridge is where you're going to insert your yarn knitting. Okay, this is what I mean, inside there. Okay, inside there, inside there, and then we are going to be pulling. So insert your knitting where you have the ridge under it, and then pull through. Insert where you have the ridge and pull through. Make sure it's the closest to the edge but not at the edge completely. Okay, so insert your needle where you have the ridge and then pull out, and then you are going to be compressing this as you move. So insert your needle where you have the ridge and then pull through and then pull. Okay, gather, make sure you pull so that they can start having the gathers. So insert your yarn where you have the ridge, and we're going to do this all around until we have come to the start point. Okay, so continue doing this until you come to the end, guys. Then you see our beanie is turning well. So this is me. I've come to the end. So I have done all of the parts. As I continue pulling in the colors, this is me doing a way much faster method by going in 3 times and then I pull it. When you see it's closing up, but it's not yet tight enough, but we are almost there. And yeah, we are done. We have come to the start point. Now pull until it tightens up. Pull until you see it's almost closing up. So pull. You see it's almost closing up but not yet. Now we are going to do another round where we are going to insert the needle still at the edge so that we have it way more tighter and so that it closes up way much easier. So in case you're going to add a pom-pom, this is the part where you'll be adding the pom-pom as you go, so that before you tighten it so much, so you can insert the pom-pom and stitch it together as it's closing up. Okay, so for my beanie, I did not want to have it. I did not want it to have a pom-pom because yeah, so I did not add it. But in case you were to add the pom-pom, you make sure you have it ready and then you just add it right here and then stitching up together. So I'm going to insert here my yarn needle at the edges of all the rows and then I'm going to be pulling up. So it might be a little hard to insert your yarn needle, but please push the yarn needle so that it can close up well and it doesn't open up after you do the washing. So this is me pushing my yarn needle inside. It's a bit hard because of all the yarns that have gathered together, but it's going to come out. And after you have pulled, please don't forget to pull the yarn so that it continue closing up, and your beanie will be all closed up in due time. So continue working around this, and then we'll meet back together after I am done closing up. So my beanie now is closed up on this side. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take this yarn and then make a knot with the beginning yarn, and then I'm going to insert both the yarns to the other side, and I'm going to repeat the process again so that the beanie becomes very tight at the top and it doesn't open up easily. Okay, so this is me making now the last stitch to make sure that it is way tight. And as you can see, you can't see the opening anymore because I've made sure that I have made the beanie so tight at the top, and I've weaved in everything so that it is even out and it doesn't look weird when you wear it. So make a knot, repeat again, make another knot, and then I'm going to use a crochet to pull the yarn to the other side. Yeah, so this is me pulling the yarn to the other side. Yeah, it is over to the other side. Then I'm going to insert this one and pull it to the other side, just like that. You see, it's beautiful, it's round, and yeah, it is nice. Now we are going to turn our work to this other side and see how it looked like. So this is how the other side looks like. It is also weaved in, and as you can see, it has also closed up. But now I'm going to do another round to make sure that it doesn't open up on this other side, and so that it looks way more round. Okay, it will be a little tight. That's why you can see I'm struggling, because it's a little bit tight, but just push through so that you have something that it can withstand any kind of wash, even the entire, it won't come out and open up. Yeah, So we are almost done and our beanie is turning out to be very good. So please guys, subscribe to my channel to help me grow. You can also share my videos, and you can also have a look at other my videos, and please tell me in the comments what you want me to show you how to crochet next. And thank you for watching guys. So I'm almost done. Please don't forget to subscribe guys, please. So we are almost done. I'm trying to insert my needle inside here so that I can make some few stitches. And now after you are done, you make another knot, and then we are going to hide the excess yarn by crocheting them through the ridges. Okay, so I'm cutting off the excess yarn, then I'm going to make one knot and another knot. Then I'm going to take my crochet hook and hide the yarns between the ridges, and then I'm going to cut off the excess one. There we go. And then cut off the excess one. Then we also do the same for the other side. And yeah, we are done. And this is how the beanies turned out. They look amazing, and you see it's very stretchable. There we have our beanies. Please guys, try it out yours, and then you tell me how yours ends up turning out. Okay, and this beanie you can wear it anywhere. You can even wear it for going to work or going outdoors because it's very pretty. And here I have added my label, that is Q.O.A250, and it makes it look way much fashionable. Look at it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and please share my video. You can also leave a comment down there. I'll appreciate it. Thank you.